So I've been scrambling to try and get another demo together that I failed, but I'll show you the simpler version of it. Uh, so last week, Colin demoed, I think it was last week, the basically a new pattern in our advanced viz where you could basically reference you use a transform to sort of have easier basically variable insertion, and it sort of suggested that we could do things like create a template for our advanced viz, things that are more than what we support sort of custom out of the box. So here, it just as a reminder, this is sort of what the transform looks like for the patterns, and all of our custom viz docs have actually been updated for it. And so I wanted to create a version of this template, and there's still this is definitely still a little bit work in progress on the UX side too. But basically, what we do here, I parse the JSON spec of the Vega Lite config and pull out the variables that are assigned. So this is like a simple version of building a template, and you can actually apply it to. You basically can apply the fields that are present. Sorry, I didn't show, but this is like I've got a query with like weekly department and two measures. You can apply the fields present inside the given query to the actual config, and then we basically will construct a sort of rendered config for the specific template. So just to show you what this looks like, you can basically select all of these things, and what it's doing basically underneath the hood color is supposed to be department. Oh, damn it, I broke something, but something.
Yeah.
Oh, I need this one maybe. Oh, there we go. Good. It was just user. Thank you, thank you, Sarah. It's just user error. So I didn't break something. I've been breaking something all morning. So we want to basically make this a little like look like a viz type that is a normal viz type too, with like things like available fields that you can drag and drop into the aesthetics and stuff too. So we will do this so that it'll feel like a native Omni visualization, but gives us a lot more flexibility to do things. Oh, just for everybody, this is like a you can pan. Oh, I don't know, my dashboard is not working, or my viz is. There we go. Okay, well, you can pan in theory on this. I don't know. I'm having.
JB, like what happens if you swap a measure? So what if you go to
Oh yeah.
like
Here,
orders count?
Yeah, so actually, just to show you an example, I forgot. Thank you for the trigger. I basically, here I've got a field picker that's swapping out dimensions. So like I'm putting traffic source instead, and it actually the field picker updates the spec, and we actually pull that we sort of it's a mapping object that will actually automatically work for folks. Or if we wanted to build another revenue, we could build a field picker. And add I'll just add another simple field, whatever. I don't even know, count of something, or rather products count. Just as another example, you could go in and look at this chart and then swap revenue and products count. And I don't know why we're showing the table config, but it's updating the config. That said, though, too, this actually is a good example. Count of sales here, is already inside the Vega spec. We're defining that label inside the legend title probably, and so like we would want to build templates that are sort of sufficiently generic to be able to allow for whatever variable that's being inserted there.
Is the thought that also we could install it as an icon up here? Is that possible?
I actually think we should have something like a template library or something where you could kind of like click into the template because like there's a handful of patterns that we definitely would want to support, and maybe they're like installable too on a per customer basis, or like I could build, if like a customer builds a specific one that's relevant for them too, you could reference that themselves and then sort of tailor it to each individual query. But I think we probably want like sort of almost like a template viz type that maybe as a library you open it up and you can select whichever template viz you've got too, and maybe this chart selector starts to become a little bit more dynamic.
Jamie, I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a customer who
liked our markdown funnels, but they wanted to do it for like upwards of like 10 different categories. Like, say they put the markdown code in there for all those categories, like, would the UI be responsive to bringing those all out into field pickers like you have? Or
That's
would it get
like
more
this
complicated
too.
after that?
We don't have it this is basically only for the like advanced Vega spec, but like I don't see any reason why we wouldn't want to do that for Markdown. Like that makes a ton of sense. It's completely reasonable. I love that idea.
Cool.
Yeah, then
Thanks.
Sarah's demo from last week can be a card template.
Yeah.